Hello and welcome to Mountain Aromatics. I wanted to go over, revisit some basics and things that are absolutely necessary if you are doing perfumery for yourself. So what I wanted to do is I know I've reviewed all of these, but I've never done a comparison like I'm going to do today. So I'm going to compare Hedione, Hedione, some people say Hedione. I say Hedione, that's what I'm used to. Hedione HC, and Gelsone, Gelsone. That's from IFF. So I want to go over those three. So I'm just gonna start with Hedione. It is a middle note. It lasts 72 hours on the test strip, and it is has some jasmine, but very transparent. That's, I think, a very key word with Hedione, is you can use a lot of it and it's not strong. It's a definite worker material. So here, what I did is I put a drop of 100%, and then I let it spread out, and then I put a couple of drops of alcohol on it. That's what I did for each of these. So very transparent. It's like a veiled jasmine. And to me, what this, you can use up to 65% in a formula. So you can create a formula and then put 50% of it as Hedione. What that's going to do, and my whole point is I want to give you a picture. To me, what Hedione does is, let me back up. So you can get a plate from the dollar store, like some little plate, and you can put some cookies on it. Okay? Or you can get a 3-tiered silver platter, and you can put your homemade cookies on the 3 layers and present them that way and elevate them that way. That silver platter, to me, is Hedione. That's what it does. It will lift everything up that you have, and it will present it and kind of spread it out and present those materials or your formula. That's what it does to me. It's a worker. It is, now I don't mean projecting like the aldehydes do. That's not what I mean. But I do mean kind of lift it up and display your stuff. I mean, to me, the best example is the one that I give. It's just like a 3-tiered silver platter for you to put your materials on, to put your formula on and present. That's what it does. That's what it does to me. To me, it's not about the aroma. It just isn't. It's not about the aroma. It's just not. Very, very fresh. Hedione HC. So HC means high CIS, high Cs. There's more isomers in here, but let me just tell you some of the basics as well. A lot of people, you can use it up to 20%, but you can use it up even more than 20%. It's 400 hours on the test strip. It is a middle note. Again, not very strong at all, but it's, to me, this has, instead of how the Hedione is a veiled jasmine, this is a veiled magnolia flower. There's more of a magnolia aroma here than the Hedione, and I think a lot of people think that Hedione HC, oh well, it must be just a really nicer Hedione. It is, and it is a worker again, but to me it's very different and it's separate. One, it lasts longer, there's more isomers, and it's more volatile, so you want to make sure that you keep it cool. If it's not kind of in a cool place, try to refrigerate it. If you don't have a cool place, I would refrigerate it if I were you. And a definite brown bottle for sure, and like no light at all. It just is more volatile than any of these that I'm presenting today. And to me, this does the same thing. Like, it lifts up. Sorry, my second battery died, so I'm on my third battery doing this, so I think my settings might look a little different or whatever. Sorry about that. Anyway, so the Hedione HC to me is the same thing with the Hedione in that it's a silver platter, a 3-tiered silver platter presentation. Same thing, just smells a little different, lasts a little longer. The next one is Gelsone, and I don't know that I've really talked about it that much. To me, the best way to think of it, it is the cousin to Hedione, meaning there is a little bit of jasmine, but there's a little bit of fruitiness. When I say wine, I mean a white wine. It is a middle note again, 92 hours. Average use is about 10, but you can use more than 10. The fruitiness is a little bit of a transparent pear. The jasmine is a little transparent as well. This is refreshing. It just is a little similar to, it's similar, it's in the same family, but the direct family is Hedione and Hedione HC, and the cousin, which, you know, your cousins are different, they're still family, but they're a little bit different. That is what Gelsone is. It's just a little bit different, has a little bit more, has fruit to it, where the other two don't have any fruit, and it's pear. It's still veiled, it's still translucent, transparent. I get a tiny bit of berry, and it's like if your white wine had a splash of berry in it. That's what I get. This, to me, I would not put in the category necessarily of like lifting and presenting and that type of stuff. To me, this is like, I want to give my formula a little bit of refreshment with fruit, but where there's not, definite veiled jasmine, pear. There's something else there that I can't put my finger on, but it's still gonna be, to me, this one's a little bit more, I would use the word diffusive, where the other two aren't diffusive, but do lift up and present, but they're not like diffusive. Where this one, the Gelsone, to me is a little bit, I would use the word diffusive. And again, the other major difference there with the Gelsone is that it has a little bit of that fruit, and I would say the fruit is kind of sweet pear. And yeah, so I hope that is helpful. These to me are just very real staples that you can use, that is actually used in easily more than 75% of fragrances. Easily. Could almost say, 90% of fragrances probably have Hedione or Hedione HC in it. Gelsone is, to me, not... I just wanted to present Gelsone because it's kind of like a cousin. So I just wanted to put that out there as well. But these you definitely need to know. These you definitely need to have, and you probably already do. But hopefully I gave you kind of the differences in those. So thank you very much for watching Mountain Aromatics. Again, I'm Dave from Denver, here just helping you and teaching you about perfumery and perfumery materials. And on the next video, I'll do something kind of different. I think I'll do something on bases and how to use bases, and how that can make your life easier. So thanks again for watching, and I will see you on the next Mountain Aromatics. Have a good day.